Hi, I'm John Tyler, the guy that sings the songs on this YouTube channel. But this gospel song, a lot of people have asked me to do gospel songs, and I have to caution you, it's going to be pretty graphic. You're either going to cry when you see the video, or you're going to assess your life, hopefully. But this is what I'm all about, is singing country western songs, oldies, and the gospel songs that I do. This one in particular strikes me as really an emotional song, so be prepared, that's all I can say. Now at the very end of the video, and I put this at the end of the video, I'm going to talk to you for about 10 minutes and just tell you a little bit about really some of the miracles that have happened in my life in the past 3 or 4 months since I've been on the YouTube channel, and why I'm on the YouTube channel. So if you are interested, I left it at the end in case you just want to hear the music, and then you can click off and you're gone. So thanks a lot for paying attention. Here's the song now.
I'm forgiven because you were that you, my King, would die for me. Oh, amazing love, I know it's true. It's my joy to honor you. Oh, amazing love, how can it be that you, my King, would die for me? Amazing love, I know it's true. It's my joy to honor you. You know I honor you. You know I honor you.
Well, it would appear that you made it to this part of the video, so then you're curious to see why I'm on YouTube and what's happened, what miracles have happened in my life, especially in the last 3 or 4 months. Well, I have to shorten the story because it's a video. So let me just tell you this. I was a born-again Christian at age 11, but you drift off God's pathway and you start doing your own thing, which I did all through my life. I did everything on my own, and basically God will let you sit out there. I call it wander in the wilderness, like he did the Israelites, and he'll let you sit there as long as you want to keep going and doing things your own way. But I was successful. I made millions of dollars, probably 5 million since 1986. Had 3 Mercedes-Benz in 1 year. As of 2007, I owned 3 houses, had a nice new car, had cash in the bank. Life was good. So I don't look at God like he's some cosmic Santa Claus that gimme, gimme, gimme. I went to him in 2007, December, at the top of my game, and I said, Lord, I know this in my heart. I know that you have the best plan and purpose for my life, and I want to know what that is. Well, long story short, within 30 days, he began to take all my finances away. That's your money. And then he began to interfere with my brother's health. He had cancer already, but now he had multiple myeloma. So he was given about 2 months to live. So that would affect me and isolate me. And God was separating me from my money, separating me from my best friend, although I went to see my brother, of course, in the hospital and so forth. And he died just in March of this year. And then in April of that year, the woman that I absolutely loved told me basically, see you later. And I was with her for a long time, so that was crushing. But I get the point, because God wanted to isolate me and then send me to what I call God's boot camp, which is training purposes. And it's tough, believe me, it's tough. When you're isolated and everything's gone, even my kids wouldn't talk to me because something happened between their mother and me. So it just got real tight between God and me. That's what he wants. So if you ever ask him to show you his plan and purpose, just be careful in a way, because you got to mean it. And I meant it. And God meant it. So he got me isolated. 16 months later, he began to show me different things like, John, I have promises in my Bible, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to honor them. And he began to show me in Matthew, can't remember where it is, 17 I think, but he says, seek me first, and all these other things, food, clothing, shelter, your next breath, your next meal, your next dollar, I'll provide. I am the source of all resources, and you will get to know that over time. And over the next few years, I did get to know that. And strangely enough, I was watching a Bill Gaither concert on Saturday night on TV, and I said in my own mind, boy, it'd be so nice if I could just sing like that. I couldn't really carry a tune in the bucket, not really. And God heard that, apparently, and I figured his pathway would be writing books like I do. I've written 7 of them. And that's on my YouTube channel, in case you want to go there. But no, God had a different plan. So he gave me a desire of my heart, which is another promise in Psalm 37:4 or 34 verse 7. So he put me into this YouTube thing, gave me 1 or 2 songs, people liked it, and I was amazed. And then I started getting thousands of hits, or uploads if you will. And I just went over 21,000 some odd hits, and I've only been up there for less than maybe 4 months so far. So I know God is in it. Plus he has shown me through attracting an audience through country music and oldies and that type of, and gospel songs of course, that he will provide the audience, and he wants me, and it's up to me to provide that mission, if you will, and that mission is to point people to his son Jesus, which I want to do. In fact, at the bottom of this video, you can see it at the bottom, there's a website there that you can go and you can learn all about how you can get to know this one called Jesus, and then ask him, once you commit to that prayer that's on that page, you can ask him to guide you, to show you what his plan and purpose is, because it's the very best. I'm reminded quickly of the story about the Israelites who did wander for 40 years in the wilderness because they wanted to do things their way. And God had already promised them the promised land, the best of the best. And they were so stubborn and stupid that they wandered for 40 years in the wilderness, but they were always only 6 days away from the goal. I don't want to waste my life, and I hope you don't either. I want to get to point B. God wanted to bring the Israelites from point A to point B. I want to get to point B, and God's bringing me there now. But he has certain requirements. One of them is, John, you're on a mission. Your mission is to present people with the gospel in song and attract an audience. And so it's up to him to attract the audience, and I hope that we see 100,000 uploads one of these times. But if you care to, you can stay tuned to this channel, and you just see how God's blessing. Some lady started a John Tyler fan club. I feel like an idiot with that, but nonetheless it's there. It's on my channel here. And if you go over there, any updates of what God has done as far as providing resources and getting this channel a lot better, it's all up to him. I'm just rather going through the doors that he's opening up. So I'm anxious to see how this turns out as well. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens. But that's basically why I'm here, and I believe that God is in it, and I've met so many wonderful people from YouTube. Some of them have problems, and I can handle that with them because I do know the Bible backwards and forwards, inside and out. So if you have any questions too, you can always reach me on my private email, which is not private now. It's john@johntyler.com, and I'm anxious to talk to you. And if you accept the Lord as your Savior, tell me about it. I'm going to start my 8th book, and in there I'd like to put some testimonies of people who came to know the Lord, how they came to know the Lord, why they came to know the Lord, and that type of stuff. So send me an email and we'll be all set. But stay tuned over here and you'll find out exactly what God has in store and exactly how his plan unfolds. Thanks.